Hey, happy Memorial Day, everybody. It's Joe Simpson. I hope you like that intro. I worked really hard on that one. It took me forever to get that right. I'm kind of a newbie when it comes to some of this video editing, so a lot of this stuff's hard for me. So hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to celebrate this release of this new frog. It's a trophy series by Scum Frog. And previously, the Scum Frogs had some pretty basic paint jobs. I have one here. This is one of the older plain old yellow Scum Frogs. This new trophy series, though, has brand new like digital paint schemes on these bodies, and they also do some paint patterns on the bellies, which I think is actually important because not only is there a little bit of color variation in these frogs on the bellies, there's going to be some pattern variation, which I actually think the fish can pick up on. Maybe it's in my head. I don't know. I'm not being scientific about it. I'm just saying what I think. They come in some great colors. You saw that whole intro. That was pretty much, I think, just about all the colors that they have. American Bait Works was kind enough to send me these frogs for testing. I've been using them with Pat. I'm going to show you a couple catches that we've got over the last week or so. There were a couple that I had not too long ago that weren't on video. But yeah, these things held up and did really, really well. In the opening intro, you're going to have all the colors and the names of the frogs as they're listed. So if you need to roll back through and see which ones are which, you can do that. I can also link you below to the frog site so you can pick through the colors that you want to pick up. I want to give these a little closer look at some of these features and designs. Okay, looking at this thing up close, you can see a really nice paint job. What I really like is the skirts have already been trimmed to the appropriate length. A lot of guys will take their brand new frogs with 6-7 inch trailers and they'll pull it all the way to the tip of the nose and they'll trim them off. And these have already been pre-trimmed just about the way those guys do that. So these things sit just perfectly in the water and ready to go, ready for action. They have the weight behind the hook, so the weight does not get in the way of the hook set. At first glance, you might think that these hooks are buried a little too deep in the body, but this body's really, really soft, and those hooks really pull out when this thing gets compressed. And most of the catches that I've had with this frog, most of the times that frog will come in and those hooks will have unhooked from the body and kind of turned over and turned outward. Here's a white one. It might be a little easier for you to see the hooks, how they're buried deep. And what's good about that is it's going to be super weedless, and I've found that to be true. I can run this through just about anything. And what's really strange about the Scum Frogs, they've always had a huge hole on the bottom of their frogs, but they never fill up with water, and I don't know how that works. Again, the weight behind the hook, and this body's super soft. I don't think there's a softer frog body in the market. Also, what I like about these frogs is they're not real big. These are kind of on the medium, smaller size. So they're going to be perfect for you pond guys, bank fishermen, people that don't get out in boats and fish the giants down in Alabama and Georgia. You'll be able to fish these frogs in the ponds, in the smaller waterways, and do a little bit of work with those. Now, if you want something bigger, cast a little farther, you can always move up to the Scum Frog launch, but these are going to be your perfect go-to size if you're not really sure where you're starting out. If you're getting bites and you're getting giant bass, maybe you throw the launch and you get a little more distance, or if you need to sneak up on them a little more and you need distance, you can always throw the launch, but these cast just about as far, and they fish really well. So give these a look. These are hot. They just came out on Memorial Day. I'm really happy and pleased that they gave some to me. And the first person down below that types the word ribbit is going to get one of these sent to them for free. So good luck, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good Memorial Day and tight lines.